you've got to listen, watch till the end for sure, because you've got to know the story behind the story. Right now, there's 3 complexes that are in close vicinity to each other in Ramona, California, in the San Diego Country Estates. The San Diego Country Estates is an HOA that's over-encompassing. It's got 2,500 or so houses, and it's got a few hundred condominiums that are split between 4 different complexes. One of the 4 is kind of an outlier. Those units are not comparable, but 3 of them are comparable. And one of these comparable complexes has run into some money trouble about 5 years ago or so. So here's how it went down and what has come of it, where we're at and where it's got to go to get corrected, and why this is such a huge opportunity for you. So what ended up happening was somebody, this is a rumor, somebody may have allegedly embezzled the money out of the HOA to the point where the maintenance had to be deferred because they didn't have the money to pay to do the repairs or the upgrades or the maintenance even going along the way. So this led to the condition of the properties, mostly the wood on the outside of the properties and the decks. There's lots of decks and stairs up, like wooden stairs up to each unit. These items have stayed deferred because of the condition deteriorating. An insurance company, all of the insurance companies kind of bowed out to insure them at the level that they're supposed to be insured to in order for a conventional or an FHA buyer to be able to get a loan there. So now the only people that can buy in that complex are VA, cash, and maybe some non-conforming lenders, but even them, they sometimes bow out when they learn about the insurance issue. Now, the insurance companies will reinstate them to the level of insurance needed for all of the types of lending, but first, all of the maintenance that has been deferred needs to be caught up. In order to get the money that's necessary to handle this deferred maintenance, they have put together some special assessments. Some of them have been paid. I don't know if all of them have been paid. I don't know if they're forecasting for any more huge ones. This most recent one from the documentation that I got from one of the listing agents looks like it was like a $2,000 assessment. So they're getting $2,000 from each of the homeowners in order to do this maintenance on that assessment. Now, here's where we got to roll right now, because the opportunity is right now. I have up here on my screen, you'll see that we're looking at the MLS. So this is my home page. I've already done the searches to save time for this video. This right here, let me move this out of the way over here. All right, so this right here is what's available inside of that complex. And then these 3 here are pending. So you can see that there's units that are in escrow at this moment for $479, $475, and $423 was their asking price. We don't know exactly what price these units have gone for. I assume that the condition of these units inside are much better than what the units here are asking, because the reason I can assume that is not necessarily these 2, $450 and $475. They might just be waiting around for somebody that would pay that price. But these people here, it tells me that these sellers have to sell for one reason or another. Each one of these sellers has their own story. They have their own reasons. We don't need to worry about that at this moment. We'll get into it if you like a particular unit, and we'll get the history of that owner from that owner. Now, here's what you see: 389, 389, 399, 399, and 415, 419. Why in the world would you go pay 450 and 475 for these 3 bedrooms when you can get 1, 2, 3 of them right here, much lower price? Now here we have 2 3 bedrooms at 475 and 479. So look at that, 389, 389, right? Well, this one, 389.9 and 399, you can go grab these right here, and you know that people at this moment are still willing to pay 475, 479 for certain conditions. And the inside of these places, they can cost some money to fix up. You've got a kitchen, you've got 2.5 bathrooms, you've got 3 bedrooms, right? That's lots of wall space, lots of materials. There's a vaulted ceiling, and the lighting could be changed. And also these units were built in 1978, 1979, so we don't know when or if the kitchens or bathrooms have been updated on these units. So here's where I'm at. This list here is, I'll show you on the map, is the 2 complexes that are in the vicinity of this property. So here's the property right here that we're talking about, the Davis Cup Lane complex. And then over here we have the Greenhaven and the Country Villa. right? So each one of these units, or each one of these complexes, 1, 2, and 3, they have their own HOAs on top of the San Diego Country Estates HOA. So San Diego Country Estates pretty much encompasses all of these here, all of those there, and then all of this out here. But as you work your way out to Ramona Oaks, and as you work your way to the Four Corners, they call this area up here the Four Corners, as you work your way towards that, it leaves the San Diego Country Estates. But that's not important on this video. For this video, we have these two complexes right here where I'm showing you what has sold in the last 24 months. So if we go here, we have prices from lowest to highest. So in the last 24 months, and these are 2 bedrooms and 3 bedrooms, right? So in the last 24 months, we've got the 425s to the 500s on the 2 bedrooms. And then we've got the 3 bedrooms and some of the 2 bedrooms creeping in there, but mostly the 3 bedrooms were approaching and leaving 600,000. So this here is a good indication that buyers are willing to pay up to $617,000 to have the commute that's associated with this San Diego Country Estates location, and for a condo that's very close to the building structure of it, the living of it in that complex. Now these are in a complex that are not in a deferred maintenance situation, where these ones are, the ones that are available are. Now this here is the 79 last sold since 2018. What I wanted to show you is going all the way back to 2018, you know, before there was the money issue and the deferred maintenance issue and then the insurance issue and then the lending issue. Before all of that came about, you see that in 2019, let's go with date sort actually. You see in 2018 they were already in the 3s. I get it. Right now they're back into the 3s. Like, holy smokes, look at this. Let's see when it started selling for 4. So the 4s. Anybody here watching this video wish that you could go back to 2021 and buy something? Because that's kind of what's available over here in the 9 that are available and the 3 that are pending, right? So let's go grab this 2021 pricing today. But look at this here. This is the complex. So in chronological order, 2022, 2023, you're approaching 5, right? And then dun 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 dun. Now we're going down. And now we're going to take $100,000 off of even the last one that sold just last month, right? And even the ones that are selling this month, right here, the pending ones, 475 and 479. Come on. Come grab one of these at 390, 400, 415, 419. Let's get these sold. I would like to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 escrows with veterans buying these 7 units in the next week. If we can make that happen, let's go. Text every single person that you know with this video, and you can call me at 760-497-9964. I am going to be in this location tomorrow, September the 6th at 1 p.m. Tomorrow, September the 6th at 1 p.m., we're going to be seeing 5 of these 9 properties that are for sale. The reason that we're seeing 5 and not all 9 is because I don't know how many people are going to show up, and I'm leaving out the 475 and 450 properties, right? And the other properties that we won't be seeing are being currently lived in by somebody, and they're not having an open house. So we're going to see 1 occupied unit that has an open house between noon and 3. So if you go early, you could probably pop into that one early, but we're all going to see all 5 of these properties. Please, please, please meet me out there tomorrow at 1 p.m. I'll probably set up at the San Diego Country Estates like general store that's right there where Ace Hardware used to be, and now it's just a mom and pop hardware shop. But I'll be right there at that convenience shop at about 12:50, and then we can all kind of roll into Davis Cup. If you want to carpool from that parking lot, we can. Otherwise, there's plenty of street parking inside of the Davis Cup complex. Hopefully on a Saturday afternoon, it means that people are out and about doing things with their families. The weather is great. This is sunny San Diego, and we've got those 3 seasons every day: spring in the morning, summer in the daytime, fall in the evening. So let's come out and grab a piece of this San Diego for you to own yourself at about $100,000 to $150,000 of a discount. today because there's some things that need to be corrected. It's going to take time, and for now, it's a very limited buyer pool in that neighborhood. And as a matter of fact, if I had any clients that were saying, "Hey, I've got to sell right now and I'm at Davis Cup," I would go bending over backwards trying to figure out how they can hold the property for the next 3 to 5, maybe up to 7 to 10 years in order to see the problems fixed and the prices corrected. Now here's your chance to own a 2 or 3 bedroom unit. You can rent it out by the room out there to military guys. The military guys love to live out there. There's a lot of law enforcement and firefighters that live in the San Diego Country Estates. This is just a wonderful community. So let's get you guys out there. Let's get these 7 properties sold. Let's get them all in escrow with veterans. Let's not let these cash buyers come in and scoop them up. Let's do this today. Let's go. See you tomorrow, 1 o'clock, 12:50 at the general store, 1 o'clock at the community. We will see you there.